It's going to get up to 80, I think 86. It's going to be hot. Let me switch this camera around. So I posted on my community tab that it's going to be going live. My phone's battery's low. It's like 45, but I brought my power pack. It was charged to 85, so, or 89. So I should be okay with my power pack. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, 5 degrees cooler down here than it is up where the park is. Yeah, they opened the pool today. I thought it was supposed to open today. Saw a bunch of kids riding their bikes there and walking. Reminds me of when I was young and I used to do the same thing. They sell season passes. And I had season pass, and then when I had kids, I got them season passes, and they were fish. Hey, Bill Ellis, how's it going? Happy Thursday. Yeah, my kids, they're fish. The grandkids are too. They all love to swim. How's it going, Bill? What are you up to? Man, that'd be so cool to visit Vietnam. Have you? I'm sure you have. Tasted any of the cuisine? Or if you don't mind me asking, are you there for work, Bill, or just to see it? Do you have people there? You don't have to answer if you don't want to. Happy Children's Day in Vietnam. I went to a water puppet show. Oh, cool. I bet that was awesome. Yes, happy Children's Day. That's cool that they had a puppet show. Oh, you're retired. Me too, Bill. Me too. So yeah, I decided to walk around the park lake because it's a lot cooler. It's busy at the park right now. I think I'll go to Bark Camp and walk on their trails next. It's a state park near us. They have hiking trails. Because I've taken you guys around the park lake before. You might want to change of pace. Man, it's hard to see with these cheaters on. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, the dappled sunlight. It is pretty. I gotta wear them to read the chat. Actually, if I keep looking at the phone, I can see perfect. I just gotta look down occasionally, see where I'm putting my feet. So I was tripping a big hole. I got my water. Stay hydrated. It's funny, yesterday I was walking around. That live was 55 minutes long. Or not yesterday, day before. At the track at the high school. Well, you were there, Bill. And I kept saying, I'm going to take a drink, I'm going to take a drink. And I never did take a drink till I got in the car. And then I drank it all before I left. I got to remind myself. Drink water. When I'm walking. Drink water all the time when I'm home. Oh, lots of doggies out today. I know, right, Bill? I just kept talking and talking. Hello. Oh, pretty dog. Look at him. He's so pretty. He enjoys the walk, huh? Doggies like to be outside. Look at these trees. They look like they're kissing. Isn't that cute? Kissing trees. Yeah, I put it on my community tab that I was going live. Well, I think I was rushing over here. I think I started like a minute before I said I was going to. But it's close to lunch. A lot of people might be out. I'm sweating constantly here, pushing fluids always. Beer mostly. I'm giving beer a break right now. Something going on with my tummy. So I haven't been drinking. I've been drinking a lot of water, tea. I don't know if it's coffee's upsetting it or the beer. I'm not going to give it up. for good, but I'm just taking a break. Every once in a while we need to let our livers and our tummies rest. In my case, my liver's good. I have high liver enzymes sometimes because of the medication I'm on, but not because of alcohol. So I don't drink that much. I bet people could run up this tree, not me. At least start running and then shimmy. You see those guys, I forget what it's called, free running or something, where they run and they jump on the sides of buildings. And there's another one be good for running up. That one's better because it's not as steep. You ever see them guys, Bill Ellis? They just run and they run all over. There's some YouTube videos of them. They run all over buildings and stuff. Stuff like that, trees and rails. Look, there's a resting bench. We just got started. Why we need to rest right now? This used to be an exercise trail. They have stations all along it, but they never kept it up. Well, they did for years, but then they put in this walking trail, made it go around the lake. And the exercise trail fell by the wayside. Let's see what we can see in here. Probably nothing. It's too small body of water. Well, we'll probably see turtles sitting on the logs when we walk around. It's like the tiniest creek ever. Yeah, the exercise trail went up that way. But like I said, they don't have any. There's a centipede. Millipede, whatever they're called. Centipede, millipede. Yeah, they don't have, the stations are all like rotted. Got my hat on today because I didn't want to get the top of my head burnt. I was mowing and then I went out walking. I forgot to put my hat on. I went to scratch my head the other night. Oh my gosh. Did that hurt? Ow! That's what I get for being forgetful. Someday I'd like to come down here early in the morning. I woke up at 8 this morning. I should have did it this morning, but I didn't. And see if I can see that cow. They say he lives down here, the red cow. I have a video of him on my channel. Walking down the road, he come right up to my car, like I could pet him, and then he just pranced away. And then he was in my backyard, but I didn't get out in time to film him. But they say he hangs down around here, but you probably have to get up early to see him. They got the fountain going. I'll zoom in. I'll remember to zoom back out. See the fountain? Isn't that pretty? When I came down, there was a guy pulling his boat out of the water. I should have asked him if he got any fish. Oh, crap. Charla. Amazing agility. Yeah. I'm like a mountain goat, my mom used to tell me. She'd say, Charla, you're like a mountain goat and you walk like a farmer. You just gotta know how to step, man. Sometimes you have to step sideways. Oh, that breeze feels so good. It was 82, I think, when I did my earlier upload. And then when I left the house, I asked Ziggy. I changed Alexa to Ziggy because every time somebody said Alexa, she would talk. I got tired of that, so I changed her to Ziggy, and she's a man. Hi, Deb. How's your Thursday going? Good, I hope. So, yeah, I asked Ziggy. I said, Ziggy, what's the temperature? He said 85. And it's supposed to get up to 87. 3 o'clock's usually the warmest part of the day, I've found. So it'll probably be 87 at 3. I don't see no turtles over there. I know the log they usually sit on. I bet they're on that log, sunning themselves. I was talking about free running. Oh, of course I'd go to me, Bill. It's a bad habit. Free running, yes. Free running is awesome. I've watched some of those videos on YouTube. It's amazing. I could have done that in my younger years, but not now. Yeah, my grandson Peyton, the one that raps, I posted one of his latest rap videos on my community page. I think I have a couple of them on there. Anyways, he does that free running stuff. I'll have to film him. He always comes here and stays in the summer. Paybro is his YouTube channel for his rapping. And then Lana's on Twitch. Mr. Crispy 826, I think it is. But it's posted on a short, I think, on my community page too. Fortunate, I have some talented kids and some talented grandkids. I think, anyway. I better stop talking. Some people are adamant. This guy's fishing. Some people are adamant about loud noise scaring away the fish, but I don't think, because fish don't have ears, I think maybe vibrations might scare them away. But you never know what type of fisherman they might be. I caught one. Or she caught one. I'm trying to wait and see what she got, but some people don't like you filming their kids. I respect that. There's the bug. Way over there. Over there. You barely see it between the trees. There's a lot of bluegill in here. There's some big bass in here. But it's catch and release. You can't take them home and cook them, unfortunately. Because bass is good eating, man. Well, so is bluegill, but I like bass better. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. What do you think? Think I should sit there and get baked? At least I have geez, I can't talk. At least I have my hat on. My head won't get burned. I think I will sit down there and take a drink. Now see, this is when my selfie stick would come in handy, because I could sit the selfie stick up on that, or not up on the ledge, but a railing, but down on the surface. I could set the selfie stick down and talk at you guys, read the comments. Provided by Buckmasters. Roger Moore's Friends of the Park Village of Barnesville. Named after Mr. Barnes. Oh, it's nice and warm. And there's the fountain. There's a boat launch over there. That's the boat launch. You could put, my military friend just came back from Vietnam with the remains of a service member. So moving. Aww, that is very moving, Deb. Thank everyone for their service, past and present. Now, how is their commerce, Bill? Is it cheap? Like when you go to Mexico, like $100 American would last a long time there. I'm gonna take a drink. Shoot, I gotta lay you guys down. Once again, this is when the selfie stick would come in handy. Can't do this with one hand. You guys are gonna have to look at the wood for a bit, or else it'll go black. I gotta get a drink. That's good. Good. Okay. A lot of pain and regret, but I have for the future. So is it cheap there, Bill? You know, when you convert the American dollars to the Vietnamese? Or is it the same? I don't even know. I have no idea. Never researched it. I know we went to Canada, we had to get Canadian money. When you go to Mexico, you have to get... Well, I think actually you can pay with American dollars in Mexico. Pretty sure you can. Maybe not, I don't know. You think I've watched enough times Rosie has been there and Kev TV and Tito Danino. You think I'd know by now. So around the lake is a mile. I need to start doing 2 miles. This mile crap ain't doing it for me. Here's the turtle log, one of them. Let's see if there's any on it. Is that one? No. No turtle, son. We're not the right time of day for it. I'm glad they made this around here. Like I said, it's a lot cooler. The track is, I mean, it's nice to walk at the track. It's soft and everything. Sometimes you get it to yourself. But it's straight sun, no shade. One time I walked around here and saw the big crane. I think it's a crane. I've seen it once. They say you gotta come down early in the morning to see that too. Yeah, Eli, he came back in about half an hour after I said he probably would because it was getting hot. And then I was able to go run a few errands and then come start my life. And as soon as it starts getting hot out, he comes in. What is that? Oh, it's just a log. See that cut tree right there? I thought it looked really white. Oh, there's Sasquatch. Sham Squash, as the trailer park boys would call him. Because he ended up being their friend Sam, I'm pretty sure. Sam Squash. They had a free Bigfoot convention at Salt Fork State Park, which is, I don't know, 30 minutes from me. I didn't know anything about it. It was over. I would have went. I was angry. I was disappointed. Oh, Saturday's airport day. We get to go up in an airplane for $5. And then you can go up in a helicopter for $25, which I've never been up in a helicopter before. So I just might do that. I don't know if I have Riley and her mom and dad doesn't come. Maybe her mom will come. That'd be nice. Because then she could attend to Riley while I go up in the helicopter. She could even ride in the plane with Riley if she wanted to. I'm pretty sure last time it was the pilot and 2 people could go at one time. But man, you got to get out there even before 10, because once they start that sign-in sheet at 10, there's probably a line even to sign the sheet. They run out of tickets real fast. So last time I think I got there at 9:30. And I made it up, and then I had Landon come out. He's the only one that wanted to do it. And he was able to go up. They have, like the Air Force, I think it is. They do tricks with the airplane. I'll have to film that too. That's a good way to raise money for the airport. I personally have said this before. I think they ought to charge 10, not 5. Can't imagine how much fuel is. But they get enough people, man. It's all day, up and down, up and down. Planes have to refuel. They're just little Cessnas and Piper Cubs. First time I went in a Cessna, second time I went in a Piper. Never been in a Piper before. Well, I've been in Cessnas like 4 times, but it was the second time for me out there to go in a Cessna. Oh, look. Oh. That was pretty. I like those kind of days where they're on the little on the purple side. So I got some strawberries. Oh, these are really purple. I got some strawberries coming up in the yard. I think I put a picture on. I put it on my community or Instagram. I can't remember. One of those. I wonder how long it took them to do this. I think they use those side-by-side carts with the like a trailer with the gravel. Oh, that breeze feels good. It feels real good. If I had my selfie stick, it'd be a little bit more steadier too. Although I think I do a pretty good job holding it in my hand. You know, I don't even, well, I guess that cow would probably stick to the woods, but I was gonna say I don't even see any cow pies. I don't even see any evidence of a cow living at the park lake. But there is that road that goes right up to my backyard. He was in my backyard. Hey, they're not out. The turtles are not out. There's 4 or 5 of them there. Maybe the turtles are having a siesta. Something jumped. Oh, there might have been one out there. Something just jumped in. Oh, well, we missed him. I'm sure we'll see him again. Maybe Charla would walk quieter when she's coming around there. Coming around that bend. I think here's where I saw that crane. Either here or the next turn. Are you up there, Cal? It's not a very big lake, but it's our lake. Now, Bark Camp, I'm gonna walk next. It's a bigger lake. Has a beach where people can swim. Has a bunch of hiking trails. It has equestrian trails. You can ride the horses. Trying to make the chat appear. This is the town park, yeah. Oh, there's probably snakes here, but I'm not afraid of snakes. Oh, yeah, we have copperheads here. I don't smell any cucumbers. That's what they say. If there's a copperhead around, you'll smell cucumbers. Yeah, I shot a snake. I thought it was a copperhead, but it wasn't. Shot it right in half. When I was still married, he came home. I said, I want to show you something. Look what I did. I said, is that a copperhead? He said, no, but good job. Good shooting. Well, our son was 2 years old then. Brandon lives in Chicago. And he was, well, you know, he'd run around the yard and play with these toys and stuff. And so I didn't know. That's before we had Google and Siri and Ziggy, Ziggy Alexa, where we could look things up and they could show us pictures of what a copperhead looks like. They explained to me, my ex explained to me what it looked like. So, okay, and I think it was a big black snake that I killed. Yeah, I did it with a shotgun, Deb. Shot it right in half. That snake wasn't getting anywhere near my son. We lived on a dead-end road. So, yeah, we had a gun. And that was even back where you could leave your car unlocked, leave your doors unlocked, and nobody'd bother you. But I was alone there a lot because he was working away. So, yeah, I learned how to shoot a gun. My dad taught me. My dad and my grandpa when I was little. And then my husband had guns, ex-husband had guns, my boyfriends had guns. And we'd go out target shooting. And then my sons have guns. We still shoot once in a while. We like to blow up the tannerite. That's on my channel somewhere. We blew up the tannerite. And then we blew up a washing machine. The washing machine didn't do anything but wash clothes until it gave up the ghost. And then I guess we had to blow it up. Yeah, I think I was telling you, I don't know, Deb, if you was in that when I was talking about, I think it was a recorded upload. Man, that smells good. That smells so good. My friend Jesse, he's definitely afraid of snakes, right? So he gets this ice pick and he puts it on the end of an old broom handle, tapes it all up, stabs this snake that was in his flower beds from inside his window in his living room. That's how afraid he is of snakes. He stabbed it and killed it. Then he sent me pictures of the contraption that he used to kill the snake with and pictures of the snake. I chuckled. I've seen people catch them before. I've never done it. Just put a stick right behind their head and then put your fingers between their head. Well, you know what I mean. On each side of their head and pick them up. That way they can't turn and bite you. Well, I've never done it myself. I just shoot them. And I shouldn't. Yeah, I felt bad, but I didn't know. If it would have been a copperhead and it would have bit Brandon. He was only 2. I'm going to sit here and rest for a second. There's some people that are fishing over there. I don't know if you can see them. And here comes another doggy. I do believe it's an Irish setter. We had one when I was little. We called it Big Red. That thing was huge. Took 2 of us to walk him because he would drag you. Hi. Hi, how are you? Good, how are you? Good. Beautiful dog. What's his name? What's his name? Ollie. Ollie, aw. Have a nice walk, Ollie. Yeah, we had one when I was little. Yeah, funny story. My cousin came to visit us from Barnesville. We lived in Akron then. And Les said, I'll give you $1 if you walk Big Red for me, because it was Les's job. And poor Scott, that dog dragged him across the field. He wouldn't let go because he's afraid, if the dog got lost or, if he let loose and the dog didn't come back. And we were yelling, let loose, he won't go anywhere. Yeah, I guess he wasn't hearing us. But yeah, we finally caught up to him and grabbed him. Poor Scott. Les was like that, man. He was a shyster at an early age. Well, I guess I was too, because when we lived on the farm, we had this rooster. And he was so mean, and he would peck your ankles. He would flog you. So Les said, oh, please feed the rooster for me and the chickens. Please feed them, Charla. I'll give you my 50-cent allowance. He had 50 cents at the time. We were little. So I said, okay. So I put on Dad's big rubber gum boots. And the rooster pecked me and flogged me all he wanted to and didn't hurt. And I got 50 cents, laughed all the way to the candy store. We used to talk about that. That and Big Red dragging poor cousin Scott across the field at our house in Akron. And then Les caught on to me, so he didn't ask me to do it anymore. Hi. Another doggy. You guys ever see those portable? Yeah, thanks, Bill. I thought so. You guys ever seen those leashes like they got poop bags on them and then they have a little, I think Janet has one of those little collapsible water dishes that she hooks on her belt loop or something. Rosie's friend Janet. Oh, it feels good here in the shade. Did you? Wow, Bill. I guess that's where the boss was born too, in Akron. I know, right? 50 cents bought a lot of candy back then. Let's see. I was born in 1956. I believe I was in the first or second grade. So yeah, back then, at the 60s, 50 cents went a long way at the candy store. Market Street. I'll have to ask my older sister. She remembers all the names of the streets we lived on. We lived in Barberton too. Barberton, Akron. We lived on Bushy Avenue. We lived on Doyle Street. I think Doyle was in Barberton. Yeah, Mallow cups. Heck yeah. And they had those coupons in them. Mallow cups were good. Do they even make those anymore? I bet if they do, they're real tiny and they don't have coupons. Everything's shrunk. Except the waistline. Oh, shoot. I'm going to try to open this one-handed and take a drink while I'm sitting here. I did it. Look, I did it. Success. My sister Vicky, she never drank water, ever. She only drank from time she got out of bed till time she went to bed. She drank Pepsi 1. I think it's Pepsi 0 now. And now that she's doing the chemo, they told her, you got to drink water. You got to flush that poison out of your system. That's the way they said it. So she's trying to drink more water, but she probably only drinks 2. You saw Tina Turner in 300-seat Sultan's Cabaret on February 20th, 1980. Nice. Oh, I would have loved to seen her. Her and Prince and Freddie Mercury are the ones I regret not seeing. And Cher. Cher came to Columbus, but I can't. That was before I had my cataracts removed. I couldn't drive at night. So I tried to get somebody to go, but nobody wanted to go, so I missed out. I lived 20 minutes from Columbus when I was living in Circleville. Yeah, I said Tina. Well, you can see her YouTube videos of old concerts she put on. One heck of a show, man. She all over that stage. Like Mick. I did get to see the Tangier. That sounds familiar. My dad worked for, what was the name of those stores? Shoot. I want to say Olin Mills, but I don't think that's the name of it. He worked for a department store. He was the manager. Then when he moved to Belmont, he drove milk truck. Not for the farms, but like a Garvin's Dairy, a dairy truck. Delivered milk to people and ice cream and stuff. And I remember him always sitting at our dining room table doing the books on that little Addy machine, and he pulled the handle down. And then after that, he worked for the state of Ohio, and he drove the snow plows. And they turned to computers towards the end of when he was getting ready to retire, and he didn't like that because he had to learn the computers because the trucks weren't computerized to do anything with them, like lift and stuff. Yeah, he used to mow the sides of the interstate, and then he plowed the snow. LeBron James brought the Tangiers and is renovating it. Oh, okay. Cool, I'll have to look that up. Yeah, I think it was O'Neill's department store, but they're not there anymore. And then my uncles all worked for the Cardinal Rubber Company. And every Christmas we'd get those rubber boots. Short, like white, red rubber boots. We were glad to have them, though. And my grandpa ran a dairy farm. He sold milk to the bulk tank, and he had these big gardens, and we lived in town in Belmont, Ohio. And every Sunday we'd go out there and we'd work in the gardens, and we'd have a big Sunday dinner, and then Grandma would set out the candy dish after dinner. And we used to, oh my gosh, we used to pick tomatoes, dig potatoes, pick beans, snap beans. Mom would can and she would freeze. We had a deep freezer in the basement. We never went hungry. They had chickens, hogs, cows. And people don't do that anymore. Some people still garden. My daughter puts in a garden every year, and she puts stuff up, cans. I never learned to do it, unfortunately. Hi. I should put in a little garden because I have room in the back. I could put tomatoes. Hello. I could put tomatoes in and onions, maybe next year. There's that Irish setter. Made it around. I should probably start walking again. Yeah, they had to make my dad retire. They forced him. He didn't want to retire. And then after he retired from the state, by then he was living out on Grandpa's farm. Mom and him got divorced. I was a sophomore in high school. We moved from Belmont to Barnesville, so I had to start high school. Went my freshman year at Union Local, where Landon goes, and Riley. And I had to start my sophomore year at Barnesville, and nobody wanted to make friends with me because they went from preschool all the way up. They already had their. And then this one girl, Debbie Cook, she befriended me. We're still best friends, but she lives in Florida now. Anywho, after he retired, he raised beef cattle and took care of the farm. And then Mom, she worked at the Barnesville Hospital as a nurse's aide for over 30 years, and she retired from there. When they first got divorced, she worked at the supermarket in Barnesville. And that's why we moved to Barnesville, so she could be closer to work, because she didn't like to drive. And Mom and Dad had 5. Now there's just me and my 2 sisters. Mom and Dad's gone. My older brother died of cancer. My younger brother died when he was 17 in a car wreck. That was my first experience with death. And then, wow. Dad and Les in the same year. Mom the next year. Poor Mom. She lost 2 sons. She was tough. And then my granddaughter, the same year that Mom died. Lydia. She was born with SMA, spinal muscular atrophy, SMA. And they weren't expected, the type she had, she wasn't expected to live past the age of 2, but we had her till she was 11. So we were fortunate. Yeah, all in the space of a couple of years, I was hard to deal with. But it's been 6 years for Mom, 7 for Les and Marty, and 6 for Lydia. So, but I miss Mom every day. When she first passed, I'd want to pick up the phone and call her, and then I'd remember, and then I'd cry. Wasn't too long ago I couldn't talk about it without crying, but I don't know. I don't like to say it gets easier, but it gets to where, you remember all the good times and all the good memories, and it helps. What are those? Are those turtles? Oh no, that's that's a log with sticks sticking out of it. I had to lift up my cheaters and see. I like turtles. I didn't eat it. Granddaughters, they got a bearded dragon named Fidget. They call him Fidge for short. He is so cute. And they set him up like with a dollhouse and stuff. And I said, Jessica, you need to take pictures of him. And she has taken pictures. I said, you need to start him an Instagram channel. Little Fidget. Yeah, Deb, it's like we use ladders, very long bamboo poles with a blade on the tip to harvest. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's like that was your go-to, person. That was the one you told all your, your days, the things you did during your day, and she'd tell you what she did, and that's the person who was always there for you. And I tell my kids, I'm like, you're with your siblings the longest. Those are the people you are with the longest in your life. So stay close. I want to know when I'm not here anymore that you guys are close. And Charlie and Jessica said, don't worry, Mom. We will be. I said, well, you got to make sure Jed and Brandon are too. Y'all four of you got to stay close. Well, that's what we mean. Don't worry. Yeah, that's like, if I pretty much saw my mom every day. And then if I didn't see her, I talked to her. And, the house I'm living in now was my grandma's, and it was my mom's, and now it's mine. And I used to come over there and help her all the time when she got to where she couldn't vacuum, she couldn't change her bed sheets, and she couldn't mow the yard. She couldn't, tend to the flower garden, stuff like that. Bring her groceries, take her to the grocery store. She got to the point where she didn't drive. She was not driving out of town. She just drove in town. So whenever she wanted to go to the mall, I'd take her to the mall. And then she got to the point where she didn't drive at all. There's the fountain. So what was you talking about, Bill harvesting? Let me see. Oh, wow, only 90 minutes. Next to the rice fields. Mango trees and lots of coconuts and bananas. Oh, that's how you harvest them? Climb plenty of mango trees and almond coconut trees. I love coconut. Ladders and very long bamboo poles and a blade on the tip to harvest. Nice. I used to watch Survivor. I don't watch it anymore. I used to faithfully watch that show from the first season. And I don't know, the last maybe 3 seasons, I just haven't watched it. I lost interest in it. Anyways, they always had them drinking coconut and eating coconut. So I guess it's really good for you. Because that's all. They had rice. They had coconuts. I think they had beans. Sometimes they won beans. And then sometimes they won challenges. You guys probably seen it. Where they gave them hamburgers and pizza and stuff. And then they'd take them somewhere and they ate. And the different island places where they were at. And I used to watch American Idol too, and I don't watch it anymore. I faithfully watch Big Brother, though. I have watched Big Brother since season 1. I will never quit watching it. Oh, somebody broke the sign. And we don't know who it was provided by. Well, that sucks. Why people want to damage things? I wonder if anybody ever fishes off of here. Oh, look at that spider web. I don't know if you can see it, but it's perfect. A mosquito or a fly in there. Better hold on to this tight. Hold on to it with both hands. Yeah, I wonder if anybody fishes off of here. I've never seen anybody. I hope the wind's not bothering us. Whatever those flowers are, they smell good. They're not honeysuckle. They don't look like honeysuckle. They sure smell good. See, there's a bug over there. Over there. Yeah, so somebody told me, see, I don't know why they never made it. Unless it gets too close to the water and they couldn't. I'll go all the way around. I bet that's why. I bet there's no There's no edge there. Nowhere where you can possibly make a path. Anyway, somebody told me to stay away from Elvis Travels. I have no desire to meet Elvis Travels. I just mess around. But yeah, I'm not going to go back in there. But I don't know why everybody tries to get him taken down, though, because he is fun to watch. Especially when he does his wrestling thing. Oh, that's smart. I didn't know you could park there. I'm going to have to park there next time. Oh, well, this extends my walk. I need to walk, so this is okay. Yeah, whoever it was, thank you. Boy, that, what's his name? Darren, the Black Onion. I forget his other channel. I watch him. He raises rabbits and he takes his rabbits to shows. I think he has chickens too. And he paints. He paints really well. Darren. But I just watched his Black Onion one on Elvis. It's kind of funny. If any of you guys know. He is better than Ambien. Does he put you to sleep, Bill? Well, you know what? I used to listen to him, and his voice would put me to sleep because it's such a monotone voice. You know, it's just like no inflection in his voice. So yeah, he does put you to sleep. Across the road. It's hard to walk with these cheaters on unless I look through the camera. Yes, but so far nothing severe. Oh, earthquakes in Thailand. I want to go to a foreign country. I really want to go to England, the UK, visit Harvey De Niro. Me and Harvey talk on the phone. I need to call him. I think the last time we talked was the King's coronation. Jeez, Charla. I owe him a phone call. Yeah, he's nice. But ever since, I think it was the 4th grade. I'm not sure. It could have been the 5th, 6th, because my memory's bad. But I did a report on the UK, and I was fascinated, doing the research. And the more I learned, the more I thought, I want to go see this place. And I really want to see, where Freddie Mercury lived, and who else? I was watching who else lived there? I was watching a biography on A&E last night, as a matter of fact, on Netflix. I watched Guns N' Roses. I watched Freddie Mercury's. Well, I bought that Freddie Mercury DVD where what's his name played him. Can't think of the guy's name, but he was really good, even though he was short. And Freddie was like over 6 feet tall. But yeah, he was good in that movie. Anyways, there's some other band. Darn it, I just watched it last night. That's terrible. But I watched Ozzy, maybe. Did Ozzy? Yeah, Ozzy. And I want to see those places. I want to walk on Abbey Road. There is Harvey turned me on to it. There's a video. You can watch Abbey Road 24/7. And they even have a mic so you can hear what people are saying. And people walk on there and they stop and try to do the iconic, Beatles album cover where they walked across Abbey Road, and they take pictures, and all the people that live there know, so they have to put up with the tourists, and they slow down, so they don't run over them. But anyways, There's one on there in the history of Paul McCartney, because he lived close to there, and he was walking, and he said hi to the people. And you can see that. I thought that was fascinating. I watch it once in a while. Put it up on the big screen. But yeah, I want to go there. If I went there, I would show everybody that stuff. But that's always been my dream. That and Paris, but I'd rather see the UK than Paris. The UK is on top of my bucket list. Yeah, you're not allowed to swim here. There's a kid drowned. Got tangled up in fishing line. Yeah, it's been years ago when I was little. Nobody swims here anymore. Thank goodness. You can swim at Bart Camp State Park. They have a beach. Look, there's Fern Gully. Are those ferns? No, those aren't even ferns. They're some type of ferns, but they're not the ferns I'm used to. Jesse buys ferns every year, and every year they die. He has to buy new ones. Well, he keeps them alive during the growing season, but then off season when he brings them in, I think he did say that. He forgets to water them. Because they're out of sight, out of mind. Puts them in a cool, damp place. I think he said he's laundry room. And he forgets to water them. Well, here's where I started. There's the bug. I washed it the other day. I need to clean out the inside, though. We could get you to wave to us if their cameras. Oh, yeah, 24 hours. Uh-huh. Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. Deb, are there any showing Thailand? I don't know if you guys seen this. I've showed it before. I got it at a music festival, Halloween festival Jessica was vending at. See, we don't have to have front plates anymore on our cars, and I left it empty because I wanted the perfect thing. I love horror movies.